Hey folks, my name's Micah and I'm a JavaScript developer. So I've been looking at how energy storage might change consumption patterns. Typically an energy storage device might be used to store energy when it's more cheaply available. This might be through the use of solar panels, for example, but in this case I'm looking at storing energy at night when it's off peak and it's cheaper. That energy can then be consumed during peak periods in the day when it's more expensive to purchase energy from the grid. So for heavy energy users, either residential or commercial, this can make financial sense because the amount of money that you might put into buying a battery, you might save that money over a period of time by consuming cheaper energy during the day that you've saved at night. So some companies cover their batteries for up to 20 years worth of charging cycles, so that means that you can benefit from this saving for a very long period of time. And in this prototype that I've built, I'm looking at how I can visually represent this saving over a period of time for different types of users. So this particular model that I've built consumes energy consumption data, and then it visualizes it. So what you're seeing here is a graph of energy consumption over the whole year. So let me change this to a shorter term, so say January. So what you're seeing here in this graph is, so the yellow's the consumption pattern, so that's energy that's being consumed. The blue is the charge, so how much energy is available in the battery, for which you can see the axis on the right hand side represents how many kilowatt hours are left. And the red represents energy that's being taken from the grid. So typically during peak hours, energy is first consumed from the battery, and only when the battery has been fully depleted is energy then consumed from the grid. And as you can see here, that this battery is pretty good at providing this particular user with their daily energy needs. So this particular model also shows you how much money you would have saved over that period as well. So how much of the total energy that you've used during peak hours, how much of that was provided by a battery, and then how much that saved you. So for low energy users, it's probably not going to save you a huge amount of money, although over 20 years it could add up. But for higher energy users, it can be a considerable saving that you continue to benefit from for a long period of time. And so you can pick different periods of time. So I've only programmed this to do a few at the moment, just to make sure that it works. So you can pick different months of the year, or you can pick all, and you can pick different sizes of batteries if you wanted to see how that consumption pattern would change. I've only set it up to do 2, but I could put in as many as different configurations as I wanted to. So really this is just a way to be able to visualize the benefit of having energy storage either in the home or in the business, and a good way to be able to see how that would actually benefit you as an end user. So this particular model is using a library called DataForge to do some of the data frames and data series. And it's just using Chart.js to plot the graphs, and just a fair bit of JavaScript to do some of the processing. So this is the initial prototype, and it's just something I'm working on at the moment that I thought I'd share for anybody who's interested. So if you've got any questions about how it works and stuff like that, then just leave a comment below.